Hey guys, SuperCoach God here. Today, this is another episode of Who Do We Trade? Who do we trade? Um, Currently recording this with no idea who I'm going to trade, but we'll go through a few options and yeah. So remember to subscribe because we're on the way to 400 and we're gaining really quickly, and it's really nice to see. But yeah, just keep slamming that thing and yeah. Uh, let's have a look. So most traded out in my team: Ashcroft, Van Ruin, Wilmot, Davey, Chandler. Most traded in: Atkins, Weddle, Anderson, Gorn, Brayshaw. Wait, let me just refresh. I think this is wrong. Let's go down. Yeah, so Ashcroft, McKenna, Van Ruin, Ridley, Wilmot, Drury, Atkins, Weddle, Anderson, Gorn are the actual ones. And then we will go players, coaches, and round change. So we'll go most traded out first, and we'll talk about who we trade out and who we don't. Ashcroft, you can trade him out this week, but you can also hold for this week. So I think it's okay to hold him. He'll probably go well at the Gabba. Playing against Essendon at the Gabba, I think that should be alright. He should play a decent game. I'll take a 60 or above and then get him out next week. So who else do we have here? Fergus Green. So Fergus Green has to go. He just has to. He should have probably gone last week for you, but yeah, he's got to go. McKenna, he doesn't have to go, but you can get rid of him. I probably will be getting rid of him this week. Reluctantly, but it's because I have to upgrade. But yeah. Van Ruin, he's probably one that you want to get rid of. I might have to hold him for a week because it's the only way I can upgrade to a player that I'll go to in a minute. Grundy has to go. He had to go last week, so if you didn't get rid of him last week, you'd be pretty fuming because now he's only really gone up 30k from what he was when most people got him in. Oscar Baker, he you can hold him actually. He just keeps making money. I probably should have held him weeks ago, but anyway, you're living, you learn. Ridley has to go. He's a non-negotiable. Wilmot doesn't have to go. He's still got a 37 break even. Maybe next week. Setterfield, he has to go. 109 break even. He keeps going down. Yeah, now he's only made 60k for you if you still have him. Still 28,000 people have him. In fact, 30,000 had him before this. Had him this round. So Ollie Hollands, he doesn't have to go. I don't think you can hold for another week. Davey, probably I'd want him to go, but I'm stuck with holding him and hopefully he gets a good game and resets his break even. Cowan, he doesn't have to go because he's not playing, but you'd probably want to get rid of him. Will Phillips, he did not play. I think he has to go. He's made you 110k. Just get rid of him. I actually sneeze every video now. It's ridiculous. But anyway, LDU, he had to go. Was it 2 weeks ago he went for me? So yep, he has to go. We could pick him up again as a really cheap player, but oh my god. But yeah, Liam Jones, he has to go as well if you didn't have him out already. Danger has to go. I think hammy soreness, it's not what you want from a 578k player. Kate Chandler, 360k. You can hold him. Well, I don't know why people would be getting rid of him. Playing Hawthorn. Just relax, lads. Relax. Gimby, he has... probably you want to get rid of him. You could probably hold him another week, actually. But I guess the people that held him... I don't know if you've benefited or not. But yeah, fair enough if you held him. Warple, he probably hold for one more. He's averaging 84 and his break even's 85, so you probably want to get rid of him to allow for other players. But I think going up 116k is a plus, considering a lot of us got him out at around 380. He never got to this price, I'll tell you now. But yeah. Josh Rochelle, yep, he has to go as well. If you started him, you'd be pretty happy. And if you got him out last week as well. But yeah, he has to go. Noah Long didn't play, probably has to go. Philippou has to go. Who else do we have here? Cam McKenzie has to go. Yeah. Lots of these players have to go. You hold the goey. You hold Callahan, I would have thought. Just one more. But yeah, okay, let's go into the most traded in, and then we'll get into my trades. So, Drury. I think he's coming in for me this week. I think I'm going early on him, and I normally never go early on players, but this 102k mid forward is just kind of what we needed, by the looks of it. Atkins, you can get Atkins in. I don't see why you can't, to be honest. 79, 68, negative 42 break even. If he gets another 70 odd, he'll just keep rising in cash. So, yeah, no reason why you can't get him. Weddle, he probably... You don't have to get him in, but he's a nice one to get in if you can. I don't know, I feel like Drury's probably a bigger priority. I can get Weddle, but yeah, and it would just mean I get Drury next week, but I don't know if I want to do that, is the only issue. Noah Anderson, he's very tempting, but I don't think I'll be going there for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just there's something feels wrong about picking Noah Anderson at 605k, regardless of the one at 89. But yeah, you can definitely go Noah Anderson if you would like. Errol, if you don't have him, you need to get him in now. Zeeble, if you don't have him, you have to get him in now. Clary, if you don't have him, you have to get him in now. These three are must get ins, I think, this week. Gorn, you don't have to get him in. I'd recommend it if you didn't have a ruck. But yeah, I mean, if Marshall's out, which I don't think he will be, you go to Gorn. Who else? So Sprayshaw, you can get him in this week. I actually don't mind him as an option because it came out that he had, I can't remember the injury now, but he had an injury, and last week was the first week where he could fully run in games and stuff and felt fully back to normal. And then this week it showed with 150. But yeah. Jordan Dawson, you probably don't have to get him in this week. I'd wait for him to drop a lot more, because you've seen what happens with a Dacos. He's got a 200 break even now at 600k. People didn't pick him up. Oh my goodness. Thomas Berry we can get next week. Who else is here? There's Tom Green. So, I mean, if you don't have Tom Green by now, this week's a perfect week to get him in. He looks like he's going to be a top 8, so I'd strongly advise getting him in. Alex Chincotta, I don't know why people don't have him in already. 60% of people own him, so just get him in. He's got a negative 57 break even. He's going to make the quickest 150k of all time. Not as quick. Oh, actually, not as quick as Sheasel, but anyway. Jack Steele. So Jack Steele is a great option this week, I think. Maybe not a great option actually. He's a good option for a cheap price. I don't know. Seeing him score 95 is a bit disheartening. I wanted to see like a 120 before I got him in. And if he got a 120, I would certainly be getting him in this week. But no, I don't think I will. Who else? Also, if he gets like a 120 this week, he only goes up 20k. It's still 544k. I can get him next week if he looks good. Luke Ryan. So he keeps looking like a good option, and it's really annoying me. But yeah, if you want to go near Ryan, you can. Timmy English. So he has a 156 break even, and your people are getting him in. So that doesn't really make sense, but I mean, you can if you want. If you're really desperate for a ruck. Sinclair, he's a good trading option this week as well, I think. Parrish is an okay option. I'm not very hot on Parrish. Marcus Bontempelli, I don't know why you'd be trading him in at 725k when he's got a 124 break even. Just doesn't make sense to me. He's going to drop at some point. Petrarca, this is the week to get him, I think. You have to get him this week if you want him. But yeah, and then Simpson as well. Don't get him in. He's already made 50k, and the people that picked him are already well ahead of you. I don't think he's that good though. I'm taking Richmond this week. I don't know if he'll do that well. Josh Dunkley, I don't know who doesn't have him at this point, but yeah, get him in if you don't. Nevitt, he's a good option this week. I think he's better than Simpson, I believe, and I think today was his first full game. The other two, he was a sub. Or maybe last week he wasn't. But he's gone to 72, which is really promising. But the only issue is he's 164k. Now, let's just have a look based on break evens. You got... Mate, this Constable has to come back at some point, surely. He's averaging 62, the bloke, in 2 games. Just come back, mate. Anyway, Dill Williams, if you picked him up, you'd be very happy. He's going to go 150k easy. Ned Moyle won't play. Wagner, he won't play, I don't think. And Atkins is a good option this week. All right, let's go on to my trades. So we know Ridley has to go. Absolutely has to. We move Day back. And then we trade out McKenna. Move Wilmot back. Or we move Chincotta back. One or the other, but we'll sort that out later. And then we're going to pick up Drury and Petrarca. So I can actually get Weddle doing this. If we just move him in there. I can actually get Weddle doing this. However, I like the structure with Drury in it more. Just for me. but you can go either. I want to keep Ashcroft this week just because scores on field, really. It just helps me for another week, and he's probably going to go around that 75 mark this week. Just trade those in, and yeah, so we'd obviously be playing Gincotto over Johnson and then Petrarca over Drury, and that is the team. That's what it looks like this week. And we got a few rookies that could drop down in price, but we're just hoping they don't. We're just hoping they hit their break evens. But yeah, I'm just hoping Drury keeps his spot. It's just 102k is very cheap, and I kind of want to get Drury and who's the other bloke's name? Break even, and I want to get. Where is he? Tom Berry next week, I think. So I want to look at those cheap options instead of getting players like an Atkins. But that's really just my opinion. I mean, you can go Atkins if you want to. I can't afford him, but yeah, I just think Petrarca, he's got the good buy as well. Like just having Oliver and Petrarca in the same team, it just looks nice. Round 13. So they have the round 14 buy. That's pretty good. And then we'd obviously play. Hopefully Roberts is back. I don't know how long he's out for. Yeah, that's if he plays. Oh, 16 to 18. That's so annoying. I guess we just hold for the season. I mean, we can't. No point getting him out, really. Just hope Sydney have some games where we can loop him, but yeah, it's not this week at least. And then we'd probably loop. Who do we loop? We can go. We can't really do any loops this week, so we just got to get right on the money with our picks. You probably just put Mitchell and Gincotto on the bench there, and then on the field, and then Chandler. I'm really liking the look of this team. It's shaping up well. We obviously have a few spots left in the midfield to fill up, but that shouldn't be too hard. And then we can easily put Goulden down forward, or we can keep him there and get Darcy Cameron here at F6 when he comes back, but we still have to assess him and see if he's actually a good pick this year or not. So anyway, other trade options, you can go Brayshaw. You can even go Luke Ryan for upgrade targets. And Sinclair. I don't know if Day was a mistake, but I don't care. I'm holding him all year. I'm doing it. I don't care. After trading him in, I'm just going to hold him all year. So, those are my trades. 15 left is not the greatest thing in the world. But it kind of had to be done. Next week, we will be getting in. We'll probably just do one trade. Maybe Ashcroft to Berry. Where's Berry? What position is Berry? He's a forward, so we can get Ashcroft out and move Roberts up, and then probably play Drury there, which isn't good when we should be upgrading. But what is Hopper's break even? Like, he's still got money to make for some reason. Hopper will probably come out in the coming weeks. Probably at his bye, actually. We might just hold him to his bye if we can. And what bye does he have? So he has the round 15 buy, so that's perfect to get rid of him at. Mind you, that's another 7 weeks away. So we need him to keep scoring well for 17 weeks. Let's hope he just gets getting 111s, 100 111s, and he can probably get to around 550k, and that will be perfect for us. But we know in the world of Supercoach that does not happen. But anyway, they're the trades, guys. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe as well. Helps a lot, and cheers.